right? So now they just making me angry. We're seeing all the popular channels out there, you know, in the keto space, you know, like Steve from Serious Keto. You know, I once really respected him and made a lot of his recipes, and you know, was on the keto space, and I really appreciated the advice and stuff that he put out there back in the time that I spent, you know, making keto content here on YouTube. Wasn't very long because I tried a lot of it, you know, wound up stalling out at around 290. To be fair, I probably lost about 25 pounds on it, and I just couldn't get it to move any further. You know, I was making some of the things that he made. Well, I thought he was going to make famous the Chan cakes, which you see down there in the in his channel compared to my old channel. But you know, they gotta, you know, make videos about the sugar diet, you know, because you know, I guess it threatens their bottom dollars, right? And you see Thomas DeLauer again come out with another one today. Now, to be fair, he probably does attack the fast food space and everything, you know, because he's, yeah, that's his niche. That's his niche, right? It's his niche. So he come out with another video today, and you know, all the little brave channels out there coming out of the woodwork as well. So turns out I'm a food reviewer, and there's a lot of us food reviewers on YouTube who just enjoy life, you know, trying out the new food that the restaurants provide, you know, and a lot of them don't even realize that they're under this kind of attack, kind of like the sugar diet is, because, you know, their little echo chamber kind of gets hidden within the algorithm of, you know, whatever topic they're talking about at the time. You know, it's real easy to get caught up in those echo chambers like that, you know, because the algorithm will make you think you're in a world where only the topics that you discuss or the lifestyle that you live is the only thing out there. So when you decide to, you know, research something, you find something like my channel, yeah, it might seem a little outrageous to you, but did you ever stop to think that maybe the people in that space don't see it that way because that is their echo chamber, just like you have yours? So really, you know, it's pretty easy to stay in your lane when it comes to YouTube or anything else, you know, as far as social media goes. It's raining out here, sorry. But I gotta put out a rant about it all because it's getting ridiculous out there. So I used to do a lot of fasting, you know, and that's what they tell me to stick to. Like telling me to stay in my fasting lane. Don't use sugar at all, right? Where were all of y'all? Where was all this great advice from all these content creators, you know, in this top-notch space? You know, when I was out there, and where was all the people, you know, that from the carnivore people who were brave enough to come into my channel, into my comment section, said, where were all of y'all when I was creating food content, like just doing fast food reviews on the newest, greatest thing, you know, at Burger King for the month, or McDonald's, or Pizza Hut, or all the other numerous restaurants that I've reviewed food on this channel for the past couple of years? Where were all of y'all then? When I was combining the sugar with the fat, with the grease, and all of that, you know? And where were y'all when I was, you know, 300 pounds for the past few years? Where were y'all at then? Why all of a sudden are you coming out now saying, oh, what you're doing is going to kill you? Don't you think that maybe this, not exactly sure how much I've lost now, but it's guessing in my head, you know, I'm hitting closer to 35 pounds now, down. Just a little over a month now, and I'm 35 pounds down. I'd lost some weight before that, slowly through some intermittent fasting, even tried on keto for a month. Lost 10 pounds and it kind of didn't go anywhere. But yeah, where was all this great advice then? What about the other review channels out there? There's some guys out there that need some, some coaching. Yeah, they're out there having their cheeseburgers and they're trying out the newest Nerds slushy, at your favorite Taco Bell drink for the spring and the summer. Yeah, where are y'all at? For those guys who are consuming the tacos and the burritos alongside their sugary Nerds drink, where is all your great advice for the rest of the world? You're only coming after the sugar diet guys because we're showing you results. That's what you don't like. You don't like the results because it threatens your bottom line. Well, maybe I should start going back into food reviews some and not making the sugar diet the topic of the day, like on my cheat days and stuff, and start doing some more food reviews and making, the food review space kind of aware of a way that they can lose weight, and still be able to continue their functions as food reviewers, because that's their bottom line. That's their bottom line. And behind the scenes, you folks in your echo chambers talk about, oh, we wish the government would step in and do away with all the sugars and all the grease and all the breads and all of this stuff, that people make a livelihood, off of. People, it's part of their livelihood. It's part of their niche. And they have no idea they're under attack. Maybe I should start bringing some more awareness to that community as well. Because, to be honest with you, if you was to pull up at a drive-thru right now, it's around lunchtime or just thereafter, you'd see hundreds of cars pulling through some of these places, hundreds of them. And we're just talking about one town. Across multiple towns, you're talking about tens of thousands, maybe in the millions of people going and getting their lunch right now at some of these places who just want to enjoy their life the way it is, But you think you could force everything that's in your space on everybody else. So yeah, it's time to start spreading some awareness into some of those communities. I mean, and y'all are pretty tight-knit, Y'all are pretty tight-knit, Maybe the food space and the sugar space need to come together, the way carnivore and keto seem to come together, I do applaud the people who come off of those diets who are trying it, and trying to lose weight to get better, healthy for themselves, get rid of the dangerous visceral fat. That's what I'm trying to do, get rid of the heart attack fat. It seems to be a problem, it seems to be a problem now that I'm in the sugar space, but it was never a problem, when I was chugging down a Frosty from Wendy's, the new Frosty, when they had the strawberry Frosty. At Christmas time, they had a peppermint Frosty. All that sugar combined with that dairy, Even y'all in y'all's own space have to avoid that dairy, You have to avoid that dairy, don't you? That dairy, that kind of fat, Yeah, y'all got to avoid that too. But yeah, you weren't around when we were consuming those type of things. You didn't have any uplifting messages for us when we were doing those type of things in that space. And there's a lot of food reviewers out there that I'm familiar with that are familiar with me. Maybe I need to crawl back into that space for a minute. maybe go just do simple food reviews, you know, of things that are out there, like, you know, the newest sandwich somewhere. Anywhere, you know, pick a place, Arby's, McDonald's. So, you know, just regular, good old latchkey food reviews. And while I'm doing that review, slide in my weight loss. Slide in the sugar diet. How effective it's been for me. And how it can help you too if you're doing food reviews out there and you want to stay, you know, in a healthy weight range, you know, and you want to do it in a fast way, and you also want to do it in a way where you could possibly even do reviews on some kind of sugary product, you know, that might help you with your results. Maybe we need to look into some more of that. So you folks let me know down in the comments. If I was to do more content like that, I'm going to need you in my comment section just the way you are now. And I probably won't start on it this week, but in the near future, once I get probably, you know, I like to get at least into the 260s, lower end, or into the 250s before I start to implement something like this. But yeah, maybe we should, and I can definitely do it on my cheat days. So I'm definitely, if I do this, and you see food reviews come across my channel, watch them and comment on everything the way you normally would. Because we need more community. We need more community, and that's just an idea I'm coming up with my head to maybe reach more people who might need it, who might need a little weight loss, who might need some encouragement, and could also, you know, influence and encourage others. I know there's some big names in that space, like Dame Drops, who's talked about wanting to, you know, improve his health. You know, talked about his health markers, you know, what he's struggling with. I know he's talked about it several times on his channel. He's got like 1 million. Sorry about that. Run out of memory space. Had to delete a few things off of my memory card so I could continue the video. But yeah, maybe I should, you know, start reaching out into that space a little more, since I'm in that space anyway. Yeah, maybe I should start reaching out into that space, because I'm tired of the attacks from all these different directions. We need some support from other communities, that's for sure. That is for sure. Maybe that fast food community can benefit from some sugar dieting, so they can continue business as usual. Yeah, tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to continue needing support from all of y'all when I do those things. So I'm gonna start with my cheat days. I'm gonna start just doing some straight up reviews, you know, and it's not gonna be titled in the sugar space like I have been doing for the past month and going on right now, you know. I'm just trying to reach more people. It's just an idea in my head. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments. I mean, because it's getting a little ridiculous, the attacks from everywhere, when all we're trying to really do is just do our thing. I don't know why they want to stop it. You know, there's plenty of, you know, fast food review channels out there they could be attacking. You know, since they are all about everything's got to be carnivore, or everything's got to be keto, or ketovore, that don't exist. Since they got to do all of that, you know, and downplay what's going on here, you know, there's other places they could be investing their time, you know. Go see how well that works out for you when you're just messing with regular folks, because I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I'm one of those regular folks, because I want me a diet where I can eat those regular foods. I just don't want to be fat when I do it, you know. Trying to find a way to lose weight and still be able to do that. I don't want a dietary lifestyle trap. What can't they get? I don't want to be trapped into a carnivore forever lifestyle. I don't want to eat carnivore pancakes. I don't want to eat carnivore cake. I don't want to eat carnivore bread. I don't want to eat, You know, I can eat a steak, you know, or some eggs, or some bacon. You know, I can get behind those things. But I don't need no carnivore potato salad in my life. I just want regular potato salad. Good God Almighty, stay in your lanes. All right, let me know what you think down in the comments. We got to do something. We got to do something.